Some of the world older the preserved art is carved in Europe, most of it in Spain and France, and those areas of cave paintings found today are those of the Chauvet Cave in France, discovered in 1994. And I remember when I heard about the result of the dating of the Chauvet paintings, I said to my wife, "Can you believe these paintings are over 30,000 years old?" And my 3-year-old daughter piped up and said, "Is that older than my great grandmother?" That was the oldest age she knew. And come to think of it, it's pretty hard for me to really understand how long 30,000 years is too. I mean, we tend to think that people who lived at that time must have been very primitive. But I'm gonna show you some thread in a few minutes. I think I really this out is anything but primitive. They're masterpieces and they look seriously also alive, and it's very hard to imagine that they're so very old. No, not everyone agrees on exactly how old. A number of the Shubi paintings have been dated by about to 30,000 or more years ago. That makes them just older than any other keyboard, but about twice as old as in the caves at Altamira or Lascaux, which you may have heard of. Some people find it hard to believe Chauvet is so much older than Altamira and Lascaux, and they noted that only one route is dating for Chauvet, without independent confirmation from any other route. But be that as it may, whatever the exact date, whether it's 15,000, 20,000, or 30 years ago, the Chauvet paintings are from the dawn of art. So they are a good place to start our discussion of cave painting. Now, one thing you got to remember is the context of these paintings. Paleolithic humans, and that's a Paleolithic we are talking about here is a Paleolithic, the early Stone Age, not too long after humans first arrived in Europe. The climate was significantly colder then, and so rock shelters, shallow caves were valued as homes protected from the wind and rain, and in some cases at least artists drew on the walls of their homes. Not many of the truly great cave sites like Chauvet were never inhabited. These paintings were made deep inside a dark cave where no natural light can penetrate. There's no evidence of people ever living here. Cave bears, yes, but not humans. You would have to make a special trip into the cave to make the paintings, and a special trip to go see it. And each time you'd have to bring along torches to light your way. There's charcoal marks from the torches on the cave walls, clearly dating for thousands of years after paintings were made. So we can tell people were there. They came, but they didn't stay. Deep inside a cave like that is not really want to stay. Why? What inspires a Paleolithic artist to make such a beautiful art in such inaccessible places? We'll never really know, of course, so it's interesting to speculate. But getting to the paintings themselves, virtually all Paleolithic cave art represents animals, and Chauvet is no exception. The artists were highly skilled at using or even enhancing the natural shape of the cave walls to give depth and perspective to their drawings. The sense of motion and vitality in these animals. Well, where should I show you this slide? Anyway, most Paleolithic cave art depict large herbivore. Horses are most common overall, with deer and bison pretty common too. Probably animals they hunted. But earlier, as surveyed, there is a significant interest in large, dangerous animals. Lots of rhinoceros, lions, mammals, bears. Remember that the ranges of many animal species were different back then, so all these animals actually lived in the region at that time. But the survey artists didn't paint people. There's a half man, half bison creature, and there is an outline of human hands, but no depiction of a full human. So, why these precise animals? Why not birds or fish, snakes? Was it for their origin, magic, or sheer beauty? We don't know. But whatever it was worth it to them to spend hours deep inside a cave with just a torch between them and utter darkness. So, on that note, let's dim the lights, so we can see these slides and actually look at the techniques they used.